Welcome to Corsair Radio. The content of Corsair Radio does not represent Santa Monica College, the faculty, the staff, the student body, or its employees.
Welcome to today's Bold Point of View. I'm Mona Adam, and next to me, like always, I have the lovely Oliver.
Mona, I have the lovely Mona Adam. And Mona, today I brought in a few students from my speech class.
I saw that.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi everybody, my name is Mary. It's my first semester here and I'm kind of liking it so far.
Mary Lynn, she cut you guys short for a little bit. And you are, sir?
My name is Albert, and I'm a recurring student here, and I'm here about to redeem my education, pick up where I left off.
That's right. Big Al, he want to stop selling dope. No, I'm just playing. Big Al comes to class real cool, like he got the Big Al's always got the nice shirts on. I like that about him. They always have like Marvin Gaye and all this other stuff. Very cultured cat right there. So Mona, what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to talk about the term American Dream, the famous term American Dream. And a lot of articles has been focused on mobility in America. Mobility and financial stability, and is it possible, or does the American Dream even exist today?
It was in the 80s with crackhead.
That's the question. Huh? And what they have done is that they have compared, when you compare America to like all other European countries or all other developing nations, they have noticed that America has the highest inequality, has the highest immobility, meaning that most people do not, come to the higher level over or below middle class. You want to be over.
You're a long way from Sweden, aren't you?
Well, yeah, anyways, and when it comes to the equality between men and women, the highest inequality in gender is in the United States.
Wow.
And all these factors have been contributing to the fact that most people now is asking themselves, is American Dream alive, or has it ever existed?
Well, let's ask our guests. Marilyn, talk to me.
Well, the American Dream back in the day was you were able to work hard, have a good job, have a stability, and one day afford a home for your family. But nowadays, so many people are getting their homes foreclosed. People are on unemployment. It is so hard to find a job because it's so competitive. You can walk into a McDonald's and say, hey, I want a job, and apply for it, and they say, oh, you're too overqualified. Yeah. And that's at a minimum wage job when, maybe you're in the medical field as a medical assistant and can't find a job, or myself in LVN, it's so hard to find a job that I'm even, you can say, downsizing, wanting to flip burgers because I need to support myself. Yeah. It is so hard to do that nowadays.
Okay, don't flip burgers, all right? Big Al, what's up, baby? Talk to me.
Well, the American Dream. Well, it's always a subject to debate. In our society in America, we always put our values on materialistic things. It makes us feel good to have that car, our clothes, what kind of apartment we have, but it's really, none of that stuff really matters. If you have inner wealth, spiritual wealth, that's really what counts, because you can be Michael Jackson and have all billions of dollars and, own a theme park in your backyard, and you would still be, emotionally in turmoil. So it really does, you gotta feel good inside, and that's what counts.
That's real talk. Because here I find myself at my age in school, and when I was selling drugs, I've already had the American Dream. I had 4 cars. I had a lot of money. I had the strippers and the Vegas, and I probably did more than what most people will do in their lifetime, right? But now I ain't got nothing. I'm broke. The man then took it all, right? But I think I'm more richer in knowledge, understanding, and love, and wanting to do what's right by my friends, family, and people around me, rather than getting that false sense of respect or false sense of love that I was getting from when I was out there doing that other stuff. So going to your point.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I also, when I read this article, or every other article that I've been talking about this issue, what I'm asking myself is, how does Americans spread opportunities? When it comes, the first thing they said, to get like mobility and come to the higher ladder, just to get financial stability, only that, you have to have a college degree. But if you look at education right now, and they're saying that the only thing that will actually give you a better life is education, but then you give the college degree, the cost of a college degree, the cost of knowledge in itself is already set to put people already in a poor situation, while giving other people
don't owe money.
Yeah.
And it's not only that, you can go to school, have a degree, and when you look for a job, they're like, oh, where's experience? We want experience. Well, how do you get experience if you won't give me a chance?
Right.
So that's something that a lot of students, new grads of, nursing, doctors, they're not finding anything because they want experience. And that sucks.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree, and that's what I think, because like in other European countries, the one thing that doesn't cost is education. That's the one thing that should never cost. And I don't think most people want to be rich. I hope that's not their goal in life. What they want to do is to support their family. And if you are very poor, as a lot of Americans are, it's very hard to say that you have a good life and to be, find a spiritual path in life and exercise and eat healthy. Most poor people cannot even focus on that. Most parents who have 3 to 4 jobs have to go out there, be gone for the whole of the day, and not even be able to, be with their kids, be able to read for their kids. And they have to do this for so long time of their life. And the question that I'm asking myself is, why is that they put education, they even have a cost in education? For me, it should be free.
No, I agree. Also, a lot of successful people don't have college degrees.
Yeah, exactly.
Or don't even have a high school diploma, and they still make it just based on
they make it because of their money, though. I think most people. There is
money.
Ethics.
Their savviness.
Yeah,
No, savviness. That's
right.
true.
And their drive. Right?
No, it's true, but a lot of people, they always give like example. Look at Bill Gates, and I think the only exceptional person that I have seen so far is Oprah. She could say like, I came from the very poor. Well, yeah, but I'm saying that she came from a very poor family, and she was able to build wealth. Okay, that's for me the only person. When you look at Bill Gates, and
I got problems with Oprah.
Well, that's not my issue.
She tiptoes through the tulips, and she don't say the real deal. She speak for the masses, but she don't speak for the people who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have a problem with that, and I'll always have a problem with people who don't fight for real injustices, who don't fight for real poverty, who don't fight for the majority of the people. Because when you talk about Oprah, you have to remember, she's in that 1%. So Oprah really don't give a darn about you unless you can help her make ratings. Thank you for listening right now. We're going to take a commercial break. I appreciate our people coming in. They were insightful. Right?
They were. Thank you
we
so
don't
much.
want to keep them too long. Yeah. Thank you for finally coming in. I've been trying to grab Mary Lynn for the longest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that.
My man Big Al, come in and support your brother. That's what we need out here. You listen to what's his name?
Again, it's Bold Point of View.
I got so many shows.
Bold
Sometimes
Point
I
of
be
View.
forgetting them. You listen to Bold Point of View on CorsairRadio.org.
And we're back.
We're back. That's right. You're listening to Bold Point of View.
Indeed. Listen. Of course you have, but I want to ask you.
What's that?
Have you heard Chris Rock and his tweet? His
Chris
famous
Rock.
and for some people infamous tweet.
Man, yes, indeedy. I heard what Chris Rock had to say over the Twitter tweet. The tweet.
Do you tweet?
No, I don't tweet. Do you?
I don't.
Not
it's too
yet.
much of a hassle.
I know. Maybe one day if I become famous, I'll tweet. But then I'll end up in situations like Chris Rock.
But it's interesting.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think then, Mona? Is the man right? I mean,
I think he's absolutely right. He's trying to make 4th of July, put 4th of July in a historical perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And when he does that, many people should ask themselves, why do we even celebrate 4th of July?
right.
And at least he's giving credit to the very fact, or not giving credit, he's enlightening the issue of slavery. And to say that although slavery existed only back then is still something that should never have existed.
Right.
So why are we celebrating a day when that still had slavery?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, yeah, and I mean, obviously, like, what are we doing? What are black people? Anybody that's non-Indo-European, or who didn't come from Britain, underneath the monarchy, if you will. Why are you celebrating 4th of July? But that's the same thing as we asked the white lady outside today. We asked her about it, and what was her response?
She says she doesn't celebrate 4th of July.
She's Italian, even, and she didn't celebrate it. But I think it goes to a deeper context and stating that, okay, it's not just 4th of July. It's what I name the holiday, and I can shoot holes in every holiday.
Halloween.
People don't really understand what
Why
they're celebrating.
Why are you celebrating Halloween? That's true. I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I think that most people just want to have a reason to drink.
Right.
That's the thing.
Christmas. Shoot holes all in Christmas.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
In Christmas? What is Christmas based on?
Well, I'm assuming Jesus Christ.
Who is Jesus Christ?
Is that our God, Lord above
No,
us?
that's not mine. and he probably didn't even exist in the first place. And in the second place, they put it at the end of the year. If a man so-called that Jesus was born, guess what? He wouldn't be born in the dead of winter.
Yeah.
Right? He would be born. He would be born in the springtime when things are, So they're celebrating what really is Christmas is the winter solstice, and the rise of the what is it? The moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
See. What people don't really realize is that they're worshiping something that they do not know.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and so that's the thing,
But the one reason why I like his tweet is because, most people just want to forget what happened in the past and try to move on, which I think is great. But we should also never take that away from history. And that's the part that America should absolutely be shameful for.
Yeah, well,
and
Thanksgiving is another one.
Yeah, and what he's doing is that to remind people that they should be ashamed.
But guess what happens to him when he reminds people this?
People becomes upset.
They
it's
become
like, why
upset.
do you speak the truth?
Why do you speak the truth? They want to belittle this man.
Of course.
It's almost, so I kind of see it almost as like, dude, did he apologize about it?
He did not.
Okay.
I don't think Christian.
Okay, please don't apologize. Because if he
won't.
apologizes, then I'll be like, it was wasted words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he
But
won't.
if he stands on his convictions, it's Twitter, dude. You got people following you. It's not like it was on TV.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's why I said, is it a video of it? Because, see, this is the thing. On Twitter, people, this is how smart it is. People subscribe to your Twitter. That means they want to know what you have to say.
Yeah.
Opposed to if you was on a show, where the networks pay you to deliver this thing. You see?
Yeah.
So I think it's two different things. You don't have to be, for me, you don't have to be PC on Twitter. That's your thing.
That's true.
That's up to you if you want to win or lose fans or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're working for NBC or HBO or some network, then you may have to like hold, your values or hold those things that, you may want to say and you just don't say them because, there's a lot of people who may not believe in what you believe in.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And I thought that another reason why this tweet has become, I think should be important in our society to look at it, is how far have we come? Have the black people in America come?
We went backwards.
That's
Black
something
people,
to look at.
Black people in America went backwards. More black people, they're like, they got black skin, but they have white inside. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't connect with slavery anymore.
No.
They say, oh, that's a long time ago. But they don't understand that those same people who are running these companies are the descendants of the slave owners.
Yeah.
So how do you think that they got these big companies? It's because their forefathers were the ones that had your forefathers and mothers in the cotton fields,
Yeah.
And so, But there's been some sort of disconnect with the.
No, it's true though, and I think it's absolutely important to look at that because, like, now it made me think about the book. Have you read the new book called? It's not new, probably 1 year old, but the new Jim Crow law.
The new Jim Crow. No, but I know what the old Jim Crow is. Yeah. But what's the new Jim Crow?
Well, this is an author that have been looking at the prison system, and she bring up the issue of freedom, and leaving the inequality and leaving where inequality and racism were not something people denied. It actually was segregated. You have segregation law, you have where people were not given opportunities because they were black, and it was nothing wrong with it. People explain it but through biology, people explain it but through saying that white people are more superior to the black people, so they should be up there, doing whatever they need to do, and the black people should be down there and just stick to their race, to their unworthy place on earth. Right. Anyways, what she did is she's moving those laws into the prison system, where she's saying that you might think you're free and you might think that America has progressed, but if you look at just the prison system, you have so many black men in prison now, which is actually worse. And the amount of people, actually compared it to the amount of people who were
in prison today
and the amount
slaves.
of people, slaves back then. Which is very interesting to look at the statistic and look at the numbers. It's actually very shocking.
Right, because what they've done is they've exchanged the slave system.
Yeah.
So, it may not be in the cotton fields anymore, but now it's inside the prison.
Exactly.
And it's the update is the 2012-13 version.
Exactly.
I was thinking about prison, and they were talking about your boy, my partner, my man, the boxer, Floyd Mayweather Jr. He doesn't eat pork, right? Like, I don't eat pork. Well, guess what? In the prison system, 2 out of the 3 meals, they give him pork.
Yeah, you see?
So he's like, wait, I can't eat this.
Yeah.
So now it's affecting his health, because the diet even in the prison is, So it goes back to they're going to feed you slop, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the very idea here is, how does the law look at people? Do they look at it equally?
No.
This make me bring up what I was talking to you about.
Of course the law doesn't look at people equally.
Yeah, and this made me go back to the Florida women, which makes me really, really upset. I cannot explain to you the feelings that I have right now just speaking about it.
What's happening?
That was giving 20 years. Listen to this, 20 years.
A black woman?
Though a black woman in Florida. And what she was accused of, now I'm going to tell you, which is the most absolutely insane part of the whole conviction. Marissa Alexander, 31, had been convicted of 3 counts or aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Alexander, how do you say this?
Who is that? Alexander,
who's an African American, has said she fired the gun in August 2010, and the incident was as a warning to her husband. She was afraid, so she shot the gun to the wall, somewhere in the wall. And the reason why they gave her 20 years, nobody died, nobody got hurt. The reason why they gave her 20 years is because the kids was in the room. I understand
child
that.
endangerment.
And everything else that they put into why they gave her 20 years, which is not even acceptable.
Right.
First of all, she was afraid of her life.
Right.
And when it comes to women...
And she didn't kill the man. Right?
Yeah, and when it comes to the women, we always less protected than men when it comes to the law.
Always.
And now...
The man should be protecting his wife rather than beating her up and all that
Exactly.
other stuff. Right.
But now that she is black, African American, and we all know how Florida works. They are not the most equal state in the United States, as we know. But it's interesting to see that she's taking the same path as Zimmerman did.
Right.
And nothing.
Oh, same state, right?
Yeah.
Florida.
It's
okay.
same state, and she's claiming the same thing that he did, stand your
ground
law. But she got 20 years. And he's still, this happened, I think, 2 years ago.
Okay.
And he is still on trial to whether or not put him in jail.
Right.
That's the funniest part.
Right.
He killed someone.
Right.
She did not even hurt someone.
Well, I tell you what, Zimmerman, this particular case sets precedent now. So, and you know what that means. Sets precedent, meaning sets case law.
Yeah.
So now since this woman has gotten 20 years, there's no way that Zimmerman, who shot and killed a man, hunted a man down, killed him in cold blood, can get less than 20 years. I mean, he should get double off of the fact that, you know, he shot a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
Absolutely. And this is a statement, I just want to add this one. Among the first critics of Friday's sentence was Republican Corrine Brown. She stated that, quote, "Jacksonville is my home," the Democratic congressman said. "I have lived here all of my life." And clearly, it was no justice in this courtroom. She could not have said it better. That's an absolutely right statement. And absolutely something that needs to be done.
Right.
She cannot get 20 years. She shouldn't even go to jail.
Right. But we know though that in the United States, you know, black people are not going to get justice. You know, it's just not going to be fair. Any other minority, it's just not going to be fair when it comes to. And for one, and this is the reason why I'm so hard on Obama, because I figure like, okay. When Obama became president, there were so many Caucasians or other race of people saying to me, "Oh, congratulations, you guys finally have made it into the White House." No. Just because there's a black person that looks black in a figurehead doesn't mean that he's going to fight for those civil rights. You know what I'm saying? Or change anything.
Yeah.
So if I'm president of the United States right now and I see something like this in Florida, you know, I would challenge Obama to rectify that situation, and to what do you call it when you go in and you
repeal?
Yeah, well, Obama could say no, that's not.
Of course he can.
And he can get that lady up out of there.
Yeah.
So I would call, you know, Mr. Obama, if you're listening. That's what you do. You get this black woman up out of prison for defending her rights, right?
Mothers, she's a mother. I don't think people understand. You give a mother 20 years for protecting herself and maybe the life of her children.
It's called a pardon. That's what it is. Pardon.
Oh yeah, pardon. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
But mothers
insane
though,
to me.
yeah, you're right. It is insane. You got me upset today.
No, it is upsetting. No, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Well, what we
That's
got to, what we're gonna keep doing is we're gonna watch this George Zimmerman trial.
No,
and
we're
this
gonna
sucker
follow
doesn't,
this. I promise you, I will do something about this.
Okay,
This has to change.
we have to
I will
write
not
some-
allow this woman to go to prison for this crime. A
Yeah.
crime she have not done.
So we need to write our Attorney General, Eric Holder,
yeah.
because he's the guy that can pardon. And
I
he's
will
a black
write
man.
anyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna write personal letter to President Obama.
You heard that
Obama,
from.
just wait. You're gonna get a letter soon.
That's right.
They're probably not gonna read it, but it
No,
doesn't matter.
well,
I'm
you're
gonna
keep-
try.
Yeah. Well, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's absolutely insane to me. Insane.
Insane. Well, that's our show for today. But before we leave, as always, we're going to have Mona leave off with a quote.
Today, I want to say. Actually, let me just think about it.
Don't worry, we're editing, so whatever you want to do, take your time.
I want to do the Injustice Anywhere.
Do you need to look it up?
No, it's
I don't know if you need to look it up.
Hold on, let me think. Hold on.
I told you she needed to look it up.
I know which one.
Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Oh my God, I forgot. Martin, I think it's no.
Martin Luther King.
Is it?
Martin Luther the King. Are you gonna take me home today?
Yeah, we have to leave at 4:30 then. Or do you need to stay longer?
It's 4:00.
Yeah.
No, I'm leaving. We can leave right when this is over.
Okay. I have a quote now.
Okay.
Present me.
All right, so that's our show for today. It's been a tough one. Let me just tell you, it's been, but it was exciting. We had the Mary Ellen and we had Big Al in, and we talked about the travesty with the sister down in Florida. But as always, before we exit the building, we're going to have Mona with the quote of the day.
This is a quote, as many people probably already have heard it, from Martin Luther King. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That's a good quote.
That's a good quote. Can
You
you say it
cannot
one
say
more
more than
time?
that.
Can you say it one more time? So, because I don't think the people understood or felt that one.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That's a strong, statement from Martin Luther King, the one and only.
Martin Luther the King.
Martin Luther the King.
All right, that's our show.
Thank you for today. Thank you for today. For next time, don't drink. Don't smoke
drink.
weed.
Smoke
relax.
weed.
Go exercise. Do something good with your life.